And the other thing that happened too is, Chevron in particular has given us ideas for new products. So, for example, they said, well, wait, you're using, Promax and stuff. Hey, are you using that Promax optimization feature? And we're like, for production optimization? So, anyway, we're going to be announcing soon production optimization. So, it'll be a whole new way of helping our clients generate more revenue, save expenses on their actual production. So, we're just going to keep with this theme, provable ROI and stuff. So, again, I think the other thing that we heard from our clients is they love the data integration. The thing that we see before CleanConnect versus post is lots of data silos. HSE has no access to SCADA. Ops owns this data over here, but doesn't do anything with environmental or sustainability. The traders, most of the ops guys they don't even know who the traders are, right? So you have all of these disparate sets of data, and to have a data integration, a data-driven integrated ecosystem is new for them, but pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the second box over was sustainability. So Pure West, they came to us and primarily they were saying, hey, we're in this commodity world. No matter what we do to prove how clean we produce, we're just treated the same as everybody else. We have a particular buyer in Europe that's willing to pay us a premium, if we can get certified. And at the time we met these guys, they were trying to integrate like 5 to 8 different systems and just hitting a wall, and we came in and one by one, we didn't tell them, but they would go, wait a second, with your unified platform, I guess I don't need this thing or this thing and this thing. And eventually we just handled that for them. But, they and a lot of other clients, they want the proof, right? So why we call our system Proof Zero, but they just had no way of doing that. And so we're going to tell about how we solved that problem for them.
Yeah, this is the first time we saw like the spinal cord form, right? I think we had an inkling early on, because I think we started on Proof Zero, with Triple Crown probably in 2022?
Yeah.
So we had been working on this for a long time before Pure West. And it was about, hey, there's data that exists now. And with the right AI tools and with the right modeling, you might be able to do a lot of what we're doing with sensors without sensors, predicting things and, all that kind of good stuff. And we modeled it after, well, at the time it was S&P, right? S&P's MPC was kind of like the data set, the variable list that we were going to model it after. But in order to get the variable list, you had to go to the source. Like there was no way to fake that and do it right and actually restore trust and make trust valuable. And so, but yeah, fast forward, right? And that's exactly what happened. We, Pure West early adopted. Since then, they've, yes, I think 7 disparate systems, maybe 5 to 7 disparate systems, all kind of rolled up into one, now doing monitoring, measurement, reporting, verification, and now trading, right? So MMRVT, all reconciled, and the flexibility of the multi-certification. So depending on what their buyers want, they can go from ISCC to MIQ or, whatever their flavor of the year is, because I think certifications come and go. We see a lot of Trustwell. See that with some of these other ones where, they matter and then they don't. And so I think as an oil and gas operator, you're just kind of saying, look, whatever the way the wind blows, fine. But at the end of the day, I need to produce energy and I need to have a system in place that allows me to do that and maintain flexibility for whatever I need in the future. That's what Proof Zero does.
Yeah. And by, empirically measuring with direct measurement, indirect measurement, and using mass balance, this first principles approach turns out that is the future. Everything is headed toward that. So we're moving away from this sort of spreadsheet import of emission factor world that we're, currently in over to empirical. And, I'm pretty passionate about this because I do think that, this is even geopolitical, that people are making these claims saying, hey, my gas is cleaner than your gas, totally on factors. They're just total guess stuff that everyone knows is bogus. But we're eventually going to move to this empirical world where you literally are proving it with chemical engineering, mass balance, first principles. And, it's going to even the playing field. So we're excited to be part of that and actually driving this. Already the stuff we've done by getting Pure West certified with 14064-3, 14067 with mass balance. I know that the other certification bodies like EUMR, OGMP, and others are now raising the bar on their own certification because of the work we've done. We literally
Yeah,
proved it could be
absolutely.
done. So
Absolutely.
it's what's happening now is Pure West has gone from a place where they're like every other operator where they sold gas to a midstream operator and that was that, to now where they're being approached by hyperscaler data centers, Gunvor super interested in partnering with them and combining RNG with ENG. And it's given them huge opportunities that they didn't have before. So it's really opening up a whole lot of business opportunities, which
Sure.
is exciting. And it really introduced this whole multi-certification, multi-EAC thing. Out of this, we created this EAC as an NFT on the blockchain as a birth certificate for energy. And this thing is becoming an extremely flexible thing because we can now get this certified with ISCC.